Howdy, it's Sunny Bademi. I feel like I built my entire platform, and I'm using the word platform very lightly in my case, because I have absolutely, zero influence on anyone and anything around me. But I feel like I built my platform talking about things that I hate or that I feel are wrong. And that's all fine and dandy, but today I want to talk about some things that I love, or like a lot, and even help support some growing creators on this platform, which is YouTube. Although some of them have a fairly large audience, but you know, I like what I like, and I'm gonna share it with you today. So yeah, their links are in the description, so if you want to check them out because my video piqued your interest, you will need to rely on my questionable pronunciation of their usernames to find them. Also, if after this video is posted you decide to check these creators out and you see an account that looks similar to mine in their comment section, no, you did not. You did not see me there. You did not spot me there. That is simply not me. That is someone impersonating me. I don't know why or who would do such a thing, but that's not me, guys. I'm being framed. And if you if you happen to click on that account and it takes you to my channel, that's crazy. that's really crazy. I don't know how or why that would happen, but that's mad. Anyways, moving on. Note that I'm going to be bringing them, these creators up, but it's not going to be in any specific order. If anything, I'm going to go from people that have a bigger audience to people with smaller ones. So if you want to skip these first two creators, that's fine, because you probably already know them, but I feel like they need a spotlight because I like them and I've been listening to them for a while. The one that I'm gonna mention right now, I've been listening to them since they started, I think 3 years. So yeah, these are just recommendations. I'm not gonna be comparing them in any way. I'm gonna be bringing up some pros and cons, but mainly focusing on the pros, because I want this to be a positive video where I talk about things that I like. Also note that most of the people mentioned do not credit the art that are in their thumbnails. They're all either art belongs to the artist type of people. Who the artist is that owns said art is, I guess we'll never know. Or they're the type of people that simply don't address the art in their videos, which I don't really want to get into the way that I feel about that, but I think it's, of course, people are finding your videos based on the titles because they look for specific things, but also they click on your videos based on your thumbnails. So that's my stance on that. But moving on, starting off strong, Honourable VA. Now I've been listening to this dude on and off for a while. I have periods where I listen to him whenever he posted. If he posted, I had my post notifications on and I would go and check out his stuff because it's all great. And then after a while I just I couldn't be bothered to keep up with his uploads. But if I were to give a little time frame for how long I have followed this dude, I followed him since before his Hotel Sanguine series, and the first Hotel Sanguine video that I could find on his account. I don't know if I can't remember if he deleted any. The first video of that series was posted 3 years ago. So yeah, I've been subscribed to him for a while. He's amazing at world building, and he has a large range of voices. Like, I can't think of two characters that sound exactly the same. I think that he makes sure that they at least sound like slightly different, which isn't surprising for an individual that, like, if I remember correctly, he's posting these types of videos to get better at voice acting. Because yeah, it's in a sense like a portfolio, which is also why he doesn't post NSFW stuff, because that will look bad on his portfolio, which I respect. So yeah, overall, great content. Love this dude. Go back to him from time to time when I can't find anything else, because it's just very immaculate. Next, ZSakuVA. I'm so sorry for butchering this name. Sometimes I feel like I genuinely can't read. My bad. So overall world building is it's there, and I also have this theory that some audios like overlap, or that there's something extra going on, because I'd be laying there and I'm like, this sounds very familiar. This is going on in the same like universe. So he has like that entire thing going on for him, which is really cool. He mainly does boyfriend stuff, and the special thing about him is that he doesn't only do male for anyone content. He also does male for male content, which I think it's cool. You know, keep it inclusive. And there aren't that many creators that make MLM stuff, which, like, yeah, I don't listen to his male for male stuff because I don't know how to say this, but I'm a chick.
Wow.
So I can't really speak on that, but so far I think he's doing some real good work. I don't get the ick when I listen to his stuff, mainly because, yes, of course, he needs romance to build up within the duration of a single video. I have accepted it by now. It's really common within this genre of videos, but he has this understanding for boundaries, and I think that it's very healthy, especially because I feel like a lot of people that are listening to this type of stuff are either very inexperienced when it comes to relationships, or they need someone there, and I think that he's a very healthy example. Like, he's very good at setting boundaries, which I think it's cool. When it comes to my critique, I'm gonna need you to open your ears for a hot second and let me finish, okay? When it comes to his Professor X Student / X Student series, of course, it led people to be more used to the idea of dating a teacher, especially within a younger audience that is more like a more impressionable audience, which of course that's a negative. However, listen to this part. I have never seen his content as something that actively caters to a younger audience. Like, younger people stumbling upon your content is inevitable, because people on the internet will do whatever they want, okay? But I feel like his content has never catered to that type of audience. And at the same time, like, yes, he has this trope, he has this theme within his videos, but he also brings up the negatives of this type of relationship dynamic, how toxic and dangerous it can be, how exploitative it can be, especially, not to spoil the series or anything, but especially when you look at the professor's side of things. And it's hard to put this into words, but the series really shows the good, the bad, and the ugly of this type of stuff. And it works, and I feel like it's much more than just a silly little series that someone's doing for an audio on YouTube. It feels like something more, like it's saying something. How deep this is can be very debatable, but that's just how I see it. Maybe I'm analyzing it too much, but that's just what I see. And either way, the series eventually just turns into the listener dating a professor. The professor is no longer your professor, and you also graduate university, by the way. University, very important to highlight this, because if it were like a teacher ex high school student type of thing, yeah, that would be really creepy. But this is university, and the professor became professor at a very young age, so it's not like a weird age gap thing either. So, you know, that's just my stance on it. Next, for my ladies that like ladies, which, you know, I have a pretty large female audience, so hello ladies. I present to you Dizzy Daisy audios. I've been searching high and low for girlies that make this type of content, and for the most part I have found it's either the ooh girls or the yandere content girls, and they both scare me, so I stay away. However, Dizzy Daisy is amazing. She does mainly series type of stuff, and then she compiles multiple episodes of that series and puts them into a longer video, and you can just sit and listen to it or lay down and listen to it, and it's like really satisfying because she has such a soothing voice. She's just so cool. From what I have seen, she has world building, and although it's not as big, like it's not as the world building isn't the main point of her videos as with some other creators, because for her videos, at least from what I've seen, because I haven't had this I haven't had the time to sit through and just make a playlist of all of her videos, even though they're all so good. But I think that the main focus is the relationship between the listener and her. But you know, her voice, really soothing, and I can listen to it while I draw, and it's just such a vibe. Oh my god. Next one that I'm so enthusiastic about, like, oh my god, this dude, Yoska. I don't know how to speak. But anyways, this dude, oh my lord. He does some romance stuff. But he also does things that can be interpreted as non-romantic, which I am so grateful for, because I like to listen to this stuff, not because I'm lonely and sad, but because I like listening to people talk while I do other things, like drawing. Like I like listening to people while I do things with my life, and he does that. I don't need a boyfriend. I need my consciousness to be transported to another plane of existence, where this ancient villain from a civilization that has long since been forgotten tries to gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss me into wanting to help him escape his prison, jam-packed with amazing sound effects and lore, so much lore. Also, he credits his artists. The others don't, from what I've seen, so, you know. He's just so cool. I found him when he had like 5 point, I don't know how many K. And as of making this video, he has 10K 10 point something K. He deserves each and every one of these followers because his content is just, oh my god, it's just that good. I honestly think that he will be a big creator in the future, and I genuinely look forward to the content that he will make in said future because it's just so good. It's so juicy. It's oh my lord. Anyways, next, Shining Armour ASMR. He's really new. Like, he made his account in December 2022, but he's grown very quickly, and I can honestly see why. Yes, he started off with shorter audios that felt like the stereotypical ASMR boyfriend type of stuff, like very quirky, falling in love trope type of stuff, but with his more recent content, he's showing that he's not scared to experiment, and I think that's amazing. My theory is that he went through this phase which everyone goes through, when you start posting stuff, and then you post stuff that you specifically think will gain traction, and then you decide to branch out. Like, this is just what I see, and ultimately, like, branching out did wonders for him because his content is actually really good, and you can tell that he gets better with each video. Like, the improvement is there, and specifically the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde video audio that he made, so good. Like, I have no words. It's so creative. It's so impressive what this dude is doing with his content. He's also very active with his community, and he posts fan arts, and you can tell that he genuinely appreciates his followers, which I think is cool. Ending this list with another unironically British person, Moth audio. First of all, right off the bat, this dude is hilarious. Have you seen his YouTube channel description? Gold. Some audios are too short, and I take that personally because I want to listen to more, and then it ends. This illustrates that all British people are in fact villains, because making an amazing 10 out of 10 audio and then ending it after like 4 minutes is actually a federal crime. Yeah. Moth audio going to jail. No, but yeah, I really enjoy this person's content, and I think that they're cool and that they come up with cool ideas. So yeah, honorable mention to Obsidian Lantern, because although this is a very large channel, rightfully so, I have never found an account that has made me listen to 9 episodes worth of alligator human audios, alligator hybrid audios. I never thought that I would easily fall asleep to the sound of a thick southern accent, but here we are. Obsidian Lantern took me to my roots, and I'll never forgive him for that. Anyways, this is the end of the video, but I can go on for days giving more details about why I like these creators, and then list more creators, because there's quite the list, but I don't know how much I'm willing to expose myself, because digital footprint is a thing. I'm already nervous just posting this because I know the comments are going to be interesting. Also, if you as a creator were mentioned in this video, first of all, hi, I'm a fan, but also listen, could you tell me where I could send my fan art? Not saying that there is any, but like theoretically, if there were to be any fan art, where could I send it? You could also request art if you want some to use for your videos. You don't have to pay me or tag me. like, I know most of you don't. Not to be negative, you know what, not to be negative about it, but, you know, you don't have to tag me. I'm giving you permission to use my art and not tag me. But I tend to listen to your stuff while drawing, so it feels like I would not be able to create art in the first place without you, if that makes sense. But whatever. If you like the video, you know what to do. I don't have to tell you. Remember, everyone that was mentioned in the video will be linked in the description. Check them out if you want. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you. Stay safe and don't be a stranger. Peace.